Top stories tonight. Borno State government and military reopened the Kwangala Road to motorists. 500 farmers benefit from irrigation equipment courtesy of Borno State government. And Bosepa distributes sanitation tools to clubs and associations in MMC and Jiri. Good evening. It's good to have you join us on NTA Maiduguri News for today, Friday, 4th February 2022, which is also the 3rd of Rajab 1443 after Hijrah. I am Yagum Subukar. Borno State government, in collaboration with Nigerian military, has reopened Maiduguri Dikwa and Dikwa Gamborungala Road to motorists as a way to resuscitate economic activities and enhance security along the major highway. Governor Babagana Umar Zulum officially reopened the road supported by the theater commander of Operation Hainkai, Major General Christopher Musa, at Muna area in the metropolis and Dikwa town. Muhammad Gwani reports.
Reopen the Maiduguri Dikwa Gamborungala Road with unlimited access to the community, to the glory of God and to the benefit of humanity.
Maiduguri Dikwa Gamborungala Road used to be one of the gateways to trans-Saharan trade, contributing immensely to economic development of African countries that include Nigeria, Chad, and Cameroon. The decade-long insurgency, however, cripples the social and economic activities, compelling the authorities to close the road to motorists, which was, however, reopened about 4 years ago with limited access. Officials of the road transport unions were elated by the reopening of the road, saying it will resuscitate the chain of trans-border commercial activities. Governor Babagana Umar Zulum assured to provide all the necessary support to the military and other security operatives to man the highways to protect lives and property.
Vehicles that are coming from Maiduguri up to Dikwa are free to go to Gamborungala within hours of 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
This is part of the peace efforts. With this, there will be development. With development, there will be less challenges of security.
While in Dikwa, Governor Zulum presented 10 patrol vehicles to Nigerian military and 4 each to civilian JTF and hunters, and announced plans by government to resettle Gajibo and Low Mani villages in Dikwa local government this year. The governor also inaugurated the re-established Rural Electrification Board facility designed to provide 500 kVA electricity to Dikwa Township, as he also directed the officials to make submission for 1,000 kVA, as 500 kVA may not be sufficient for the town. In Maiduguri, Muhammad Goni, NTA News.
Network of civil society organizations in Borno State NEXOP has held its maiden Congress meeting that brought together over 200 registered members. The event was attended by major stakeholders, including commissioners as representatives of the state government, held at Borno State University. Let's get more details from Abdul Zakari.
Network of civil society organizations in Borno State, NEXOP, is the umbrella organization of over 200 non-state actors operating in the state in various thematic areas. Following the election of new NEXOP executive officers, the network, through its new executive director, Comrade Bulama Abiso, organized this maiden Congress meeting to strategize for continued progress with government, development partners, and relevant stakeholders.
We are always ever ready to partner with the government to see that the humanitarian crisis and developmental aspect, the CSOs also actually put in their best in that respect.
Deputy Governor Borno State, represented by Commissioner for Intergovernmental Affairs, Mohammed Kabir Wanori, conveyed appreciation to civil society organizations as their interventions aided government efforts in returning the state to normalcy.
The need for them to continue with the good work that the former executive done is actually very, very necessary, and I believe they can also very competent enough to take over.
We seize the opportunity to bring all sectors of society to host them, and so that at the end, those who can help us can help us.
Participants of the Congress from United Nations Development Programme used the meeting to refocus, recalibrate, and reaffirm commitment to tackling challenges bedeviling the state. Commissioner for Youth Empowerment and Sport, Sayin Abuba, conveyed to gathered CSOs the new policy of the government requiring all non-state actors to register with the ministry to allow full transparency and better support. In Maiduguri, Abdul Zakari, NTA News.
In a bid to promote Borno State government's drive towards providing a healthy community, General Manager Bosepa Abubakar Suleiman, has distributed sanitation tools to about 15 clubs and associations within Maiduguri Metropolis and Jere local government area. Murjanatu Hassan has the details.
While presenting the sanitation tools to leaders of various groups and associations, Bosepa boss Abubakar Suleiman stressed that the presentation is preparatory to tomorrow's sanitation for proper and effective cleaning services in terms of creating healthy environments. According to him, all hands must be on deck to ensure the citizens and communities are living in a society free of disease-causing environmental hazard. As such, government will not relent in providing all the necessary tools and support to meet the end demand.
Kafin mai magana ya bada sako yana muku godiya yana tare da ku kuma ni ma da na fara wannan abin yace shi ma dan farkar da shi a bacci yace in yazo za mu zauna ga me za a kuma yi wa clubs and association.
Receiving the sanitation tools, leaders of different groups, clubs and associations commended the determination of Borno State government under Professor Babagana Umar Zulum towards touching the lives of citizens in every ramification. They assured their unflinching support to Borno State Environmental Protection Agency in creating awareness on the sanitation as well as participation of the general public. In Maiduguri, Rujanatu Hassan, NTA News.
Let's now pause for some messages. The news continues shortly. Don't go away.
Say, you don't get license. I won't park my car. Take care of your father's car. Parola. I beg no verse. Now too much berekete.
A heavyweight voice and data plan. Get 600 Naira free credit plus 700% bonus on every recharge and up to 100% bonus on data plans.
Thanks for rejoining us. Chairman Monguno Local Government Council Kyari Imam Fugu has appreciated the state government for providing irrigation implements to 500 farmers of the area. The chairman gave the commendation during the flagging of ceremony of the exercise by Commissioner for Agriculture and Natural Resources, Engineer Bukar Talba. Umori Yakubu Kirawa has the details.
Irrigation farming is one of the aspects of agriculture that Borno State government is making deliberate efforts to prioritize towards reviving the sector to stamp out hunger in the Lake Chad region. This prompted the provision of water pumps, fertilizers, improved assorted seedlings as well as insecticides to re-energize farmers. Representatives of the farmers, District Head of Monguno Wakil Mustafa Jua and Secretary of the Council Goni Bukar Musa all thanked the state government for according the needed priority to the major occupation of people of the area. Chairman of Monguno, Kyari Imam Fugu, who was delighted with interventions of the Zulum-led administration in revamping the agricultural sector in the state, also enjoined the beneficiaries not to sell the items provided, but put them into use by expanding their farms. Commissioner for Agriculture and Natural Resources, Engineer Bukar Talba, said they were directed by Governor Zulum to present the implements to genuine irrigation farmers in line with the government policy. The chairman, Kyari Imam Fugu, took the commissioner around to see some projects executed by the council to include MT Monguno Shopping Complex, newly procured 6 vehicles among others, where the chairman lauded the remarkable contributions of Barrister Mohammed Tahir Monguno in supporting the council. In Maiduguri, Umaru Kirawa, NTA News.
Chairman Kandiga Local Government Abbasaja Mohammed Noor has distributed free scholarship funds to indigenous of Kandiga studying in Borno State University. The chairman distributed the funds in Kandiga town, the headquarters of the local government. Abdukarba Zakari completes the report.
Chairman Kandiga Local Government Abbasaja Mohammed Noor had, while distributing the funds, called on them to focus more on their studies to become responsible members of the society. The chairman called on parents, guardians, and community leaders to ensure children acquire knowledge, pointing out that the council will not relent in supporting them. Meanwhile, the chairman has reopened Kondiga Tuesday Market, where he called on traders to engage in lawful businesses. He called on youth to also engage in trading to earn a living, stressing that the council will support them. Abba Sajid Mohamed Noor has visited Musa Kalari village, where he sympathized with the victims of a fire incident and presented relief materials to the victims. The chairman cautioned them to be careful while handling fire and called on well-spirited individuals and organizations to come to the aid of the victims. Acting Secretary of the Council, Fatih Abacha, District Head of Kondiga and advisor to the governor, commended the chairman for embarking on projects that have direct impact on the people. In Maiduguri, Abdul Zakari, NTA News.
Talking religion now, Muslims have been enjoined to reap the bounties attached to the month of Rajab by fasting and supplication. This was the central message of today's Friday's sermon by Chief Imam of Jidumri Polo Extension Mosque, Imam Gwani Muhammad Mustafa Muhammad in Maiduguri. Kaigama Mustafa Shehu reports.
ويا أيها العالم تقرب بعلمك إلى الله. Imam Gwani Muhammad Mustafa Muhammad charging Muslim believers to observe fasting in this month of Rajab to grasp the bounties, as all his sin will be forgiven and Allah will open the doors of paradise for him. Imam Gwani Muhammad said, any believer that repents to his Lord in this month will get bounties as if he has passed in the month of Ramadan. He admonished worshippers to always have respect for their parents, as it is the only transition for them to get paradise. In Maiduguri, Kaigama Mustafa, NTA News.
And that report concludes the news tonight. The translations are up ahead. Enjoy the rest of the evening.